in at quarterback. Green Bay is. I think they're going to win the division again. But Chicago is looking pretty mediocre lately. So I think choose between Chase Daniel or Trubisky, which I thought Chase Daniel was going to come back and win that game.
Yeah, they had a chance.
They had a chance, but he didn't. So I think the Lions have a shot at getting second in the North.
You got something there for sure.
Yeah. Number 8, I got the Eagles. They're starting to get hot here.
Yeah.
And moving up. So number 8, Philadelphia Eagles. And they are now tied for first place in the NFC East.
They'll win the East.
And now they hold the tiebreaker over Dallas. So
they'll win the East.
Right now they are first. Number 8, Austin.
Number 8, I have Dallas Cowboys.
They're out of my top 10. Hashtag fire Jason Garrett.
Yeah, I'm lower than I
am.
You
lost to Green Bay at home again.
They didn't just
terrible.
Lose. They didn't just lose.
And you and the ref got into a pissing contest. I mean, finally he showed some emotion. But I am more on the hashtag fire Jason Garrett train than I have ever been. That's the most fired up he's been ever. And you're the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys. You don't have more emotion than that. It takes a ref getting on you for you to have some emotion. Hashtag fire Jason Garrett.
Step back from the mic a little bit there when you talk about Jason Garrett, please.
All right.
Yeah, exactly. He just soaked your microphone.
He shouldn't have got a flag for that, though.
No, he shouldn't have. But anyway.
He shouldn't have got a flag for
that. So where was I at? My number 8?
Yeah.
Dallas Cowboys, yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, a little rough.
How?
Looking rough.
How?
So, what?
How are they number 8?
Yeah,
How are they in
fourth.
the top 10?
I still think they're decent. I still think they're a good
I'm
team.
a homer, and I don't have them in the top 10.
I still think they're a good team.
They dropped out for me. They weren't very high to begin with. They dropped out. They're
All right, number 7, Tyler.
Eagles. They're starting to get hot. They're looking good.
Yeah.
Even though, the Jets suck.
Yeah.
With or without Darnold, they suck. They suck.
Yeah, so let's see Dallas gets bounced back this week.
Yep. 7 for me is the Bills, moving up from 9. Got a win last week. Yeah, I do. I've been on the Buffalo Bills train a little bit, so
that's true.
I'm liking it.
My number 7 is Seattle Seahawks. Looking pretty good.
Yeah.
Mr. Russell Wilson.
He's
actually is looking like an MVP. If Mahomes if he gets hurt a little more, I think Russell Wilson wins the MVP this year. They're going to give it to a quarterback. I don't care what McCaffrey does. They're going to give it to a quarterback because, real quick side note, I heard a rationale on this, and it makes sense. The NFL will never give an MVP to a running back again because they want to keep the high paid market solely on quarterbacks. So they keep the wide receivers and the running backs
Makes
out
sense.
of MVP. Yeah. So you really only have to pay one position a ton of cash, which is a quarterback because they win MVPs. And you have, at this day and age, for now, you have to have a really good quarterback to win Super Bowls. That's what Russell Wilson is. So 7 for me, Seahawks.
That's where the Cowboys fail.
6.
Yeah. Overpaid
Seahawks. I got Seahawks. They're looking hot, man.
Yeah,
they're
they
looking
are
good.
good.
They're going to win the West.
I got the Chiefs at 6.
Oh, ow.
Dropped them from 2.
Dang.
It's only 4 spots. Dropped them 4
gosh.
spots.
All of a sudden, we're trash now.
It's not 6 is not trash.
4 spots?
Yeah, it's not trash. You lost a home game in prime time, so 4 spots.
All right, my number 6, Philly Eagles. I really like the team a lot, looking good. Actually, I've always been high on the Eagles. I've always had them in my top 10. Really like the team. They're just a well-rounded team. When Carson Wentz stays healthy, they're really, really good. So, number 6, Philly Eagles.
Number 5.
I got the Niners.
Okay.
Still undefeated.
Looking
Trash
good.
schedule.
Hey,
Trash schedule.
say what you want.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
win
care.
all your games.
I look at strength of schedule. It's so bad. It's so bad.
Okay, number 5 for me is the Seattle Seahawks. Again, just Pete Carroll doing what he does. I mean, they're nice and consistent. I did not think Seattle would be a good team going into the year. I can admit when I'm wrong. I was wrong there. So Seattle right now, to me, is the 5th best team in the league.
Me and you had, I think in that West we had Rams Niners.
Yeah, I had Niners. I had Niners winning the division.
I had Niners wild card, which is I think maybe that's what they're going to hit. Where are we at, 5 right now?
Yeah, 5.
I got Green Bay Packers. I'm always been really, really high on Aaron Rodgers. If he ever has like a decent defense, remember the only year he ever had a top 10 defense, he won a Super Bowl. So if they could ever get, and they have like some decent defense going on right now, They did a really, really good job against the Cowboys last week. I would say against Dak Prescott, who's actually played really well all year, except for, these last 2 games, right?
Yeah.
The last 2 games he hasn't played well, but he's played well all year besides that. And really, second half, Dak actually was looking all right, and I thought they had a shot for a minute, and Green Bay just kind of shut it down. Well, the Cowboys shot himself in the foot in that game, so I thought Packers took care of business, which was, for having them at 5, I think it's good to see. So I got Packers at 5.
All right. 4.
4 for me. I got Packers.
Yeah,
Exactly. Same for me.
Yeah.
Packers, I moved them up from 7 last week. What they did to Dallas in Dallas.
Their defense is really good.
Yeah. I mean, other than that first drive for the Cowboys and then the miscue, the bad throw by Dak, which it was a little behind Amari, but Cooper still should have caught it, in my opinion. He's an NFL receiver. But that pick, and then the second drive for the Cowboys, I thought they still maybe had a chance. But after that, second drive when Dallas was down 14-0 and had to punt, I was like, I'm done. They're not going to win this game. It's over. And even when they started coming back in the second half, I put a video up. I don't remember if it was on my Snapchat or the Midwest Mike's Snapchat, that the Cowboys were not going to come back and win the game, and I wasn't going to get my hopes up because all they do is crush them. So #fire Jason Garrett.
It's like being an Iowa State fan, man.
Yeah,
Wow.
Green
Wow.
Bay
Or a
Packers.
Jets fan.
Man.
Austin, number 4.
My number 4, I got the San Francisco 49ers. Like I said, I do really like the team. I do really like the coach. Schedule's trash, so I can't put him in top 3.
Well, we're going to find out this week. They play the Rams.
Yep, Rams Niners this weekend.
Yeah. We're going to find out.
They're going to hit another team that's underachieving. I want the Niners to go play like the Packers.
It's all coming. They got a long stretch to play. Seahawks, Packers. The thing is they're
coming.
They're not just getting by these teams by a point or 2. Like a lot of
winning.
other teams.
Yeah,
they
are
handled the
winning.
Browns.
They
Their
are
point
scoring
differential is
41
huge.
points. They are pounding people. So
they're
that's
running
why
the ball really well.
I got some love for them.
All right, number 3.
So 4 Niners.
I got the Saints.
Saints, okay.
Yeah.
I have San Francisco at 3.
Oh.
That's where they were last week. I did not move them up after beating Cleveland. They did what they should have done against a bad Cleveland team. So, number 3, Austin.
I really thought actually Cleveland was going to actually do a little something in
You
this
did.
game.
We made a bet on that.
Bet on the game.
And you lost.
I put money on this game too on Bovada. Anyways,
Dummy.
My number 3. We're at 3, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I got the Saints at 3. I really like the team, and I'll tell you what, it's
Teddy Bridgewater.
big time, man. Big time. Props to Sean
Got it.
Payton for rolling with his backup quarterback and still looking good. So I got Saints at 3.
And he's been catching fire, man.
He has.
Yeah, dude. They could trade this dude for.
So, number
just somebody
2.
who's a quarterback.
I got Chiefs.
You only dropped them 1 spot.
Yeah. They lost. Man.
They got
It's not
handled.
no.
They did not get
They
hammered.
lost by a score.
They got handled.
Handled? All right.
Get handled.
At no point did I feel like the Chiefs were coming back to win that game either.
I disagree on that. I thought they were going to win all the way to
I
the end.
definitely disagree.
Huh?
Told him to shake that head again.
Yeah. Anyway, number 2 for me is the Saints, up 2 spots from number 4.
They're coming marching home.
Yeah, the Saints are. So, Austin, number 2.
My number 2 team is the New England Patriots. I kept them at number 2 because they haven't played anybody
Homer.
good. Total homer. I'm 100% homer. I admit it right away. So the number 2 Patriots, they'll play somebody good, and they're going to finally lose. They might even lose this week to the Giants, to Danny Dimes. Danny Dimes may be throwing it on the Patriots this week. If that spread is over 2 scores, take the Giants and the points, baby. So Patriots 2 after they lose this week. I may not even put them in my top 10.
The Patriots have struggled with the Giants, but that was when Tom Coughlin was there and Eli. So, no more. They're gonna handle the
Patriots lose
Giants.
this week. They'll be out of my
Bill-
top. Out
Bill-
of my top
Eli
10.
wasn't trash.
Dude, Bill Belichick handles rookie quarterbacks. That's all I gotta say. Like if that spread is double digits, take the Pats to cover.
I don't know.
What's Tom Brady hanging it up?
I don't know. That's a whole
Tom
nother
Brady's
show.
like Jared Tall.
Number 1, Tyler.
It's Patriots.
Yep,
As much-
Patriots.
As much as I despise the Patriots,
Got to go with them.
And it wasn't. I had to do it. I didn't want to do it.
He's
Yeah.
like so
It
mad.
hurt.
He's putting Patriots at 1.
It hurt. Yeah, it hurts me.
That's why I didn't do it. I don't want to feel
know.
this way. My number one team is the Kansas City Chiefs. This is the worst game they're going to play all year. So the 15-1, or sorry, it'll be the 18-1 Kansas City Chiefs. Lost a tough game this week. Let's go back and really think about it. Chris Jones hurt.
Yeah,
Frank
that was
Clark
a big
hurt.
loss.
Tyreek Hill hurt. Sammy Watkins hurt.
3/4 of
Eric
offensive
Fisher
line.
hurt. Like 8 injuries. Mahomes is like halfway playing, and they still only lose the game by 6. To a team that might make the playoffs with the Colts. You got them in your top 10.
Yeah.
So the Chiefs don't drop it all for me.
Colts are looking strong.
This is it. This is the worst game they play all year. Mahomes still had over 300 yards passing, and they could have won that game all the way to the last second when they missed that onside kick, which actually onside kicks now are no bueno. But the only thing Chiefs need to fix is run defense, and they are good to go.
All right, so there's your power rankings this week. Austin doubling down on his Super Bowl prediction.
Never waver. I'll never waver
Chiefs.
from that.
Even with
they get
Tom
the cheetah
Brady
back
still
this
playing.
Yeah,
Chiefs are
Even-
gonna beat them. They're gonna beat them.
even
this
with
is the
Tom-
worst game. They got what they did was they got you get law of averages, right? So you have to have a really really good games, and then you have these bottom games. That game on Sunday is the worst. That's the worst game they're gonna play all year. That game right there. It's the lowest points they're gonna score.
I will agree with that.
That's the
And-
worst game they'll play all season.
And you know what? They've been playing good, not great. I think good eye opener. I think it's going to make coaches look a little deeper at some things and figure out what we got to fix it. We got to fix it now.
I think Tyreek's good to go for
Gotta
Sunday,
fix it.
right? Tyler, you said that.
I believe
Yeah.
Tyreek is playing.
Tyreek is playing.
Bay, that changes the offense.
It does.
It does.
So
Instead of having our top receivers Robinson, Pringle, we have.
Are we? Are we?
Well,
Are, we
Hill out there.
are the Chiefs getting their line back? That was one of the big things.
They just
lost
signed. Well,
their-
they signed a guy today. Fisher's out for a while, which actually people used to dog on Fisher, but he's actually a pretty good left
No.
tackle.
I
saw
don't
a lot
think
of
Fisher is
stuff.
a good tackle at all.
Yeah, I saw a lot of stuff on Twitter
Pro Bowl, man.
last Sunday
I think you saw
apologizing to Eric Fisher.
Well, I tell you, we covered when I had 810 WHB TV, and we were at the 810 zone, the one that I think on 119th that's closed now. I think they're all closed now, but that's who they took that year, and everybody's like, "What?" I mean, it was shocking to the whole audience there, the experts there, that they took Eric. But he's done a good job.
Pro Bowler last year.
I think, speaking of that, I think we need a UClick zone where we do the show
No.
live from every week.
I'm not. I don't know how to.
I mean, I know a guy who's
I don't
good
know
at
food cost. And if
Yeah,
you
but
don't-
I know a guy who's good at the restaurant business.
Nah.
He's talking about me. I'm
No,
pretty
I'm
good.
not talking. He's good at it. He's great at it, but it
But
didn't
he
work
can't
out.
get his boss to sponsor
It
him.
didn't work out for WHB. So
Yeah, I know.
I don't think we're going to go that
No,
route.
just kidding.
It's like literally one of the hardest businesses to do.
Yeah.
And if you dream of getting in the restaurant business, make sure you hire somebody that understands food cost and make sure that they control the cash drawer. Meaning, you don't. Okay, I need a little cash tonight because it is a cash business still.
Yeah.
It's too easy to grab and
Get a little money out of there. Well, here's the deal with restaurant. This is getting into like business stuff, but like what you want to do. I mean, basically what you do is the restaurant you want to run at like you can run it at a loss, but you want to own that building that's in there, and basically you raise your rent so that the money you're making is going to be on your rent, so you pay less taxes.
Mm-hmm.
You'd rather do that than make money on the restaurant side. Restaurants typically lose money, but you try to do that in your favor for other things, tax purposes. Usually.
Okay, 2 restaurant things. Don't own a restaurant.
Do not own a restaurant
And,
unless it's
everybody
like a-
likes Joe's.
Yeah, everybody likes shows.
That's true too. That's true too.
What 2 great guests though tonight, huh?
Oh, absolutely. Eddie Lomshek, the voice of the Gorillas, amazing. He's a legend also in that area, and he's been doing it a long time. And then John Coffey in Maryville. I mean, just couldn't have talked to 2 nicer guys tonight about this upcoming game at Arrowhead. I'm excited. I'm actually going to go look at tickets, maybe tonight. Oh, I got scouting stuff to do on Saturdays, but Tyler will be out there. Maybe Austin, I don't know. Maybe he's got to work at an unnamed
Yeah, work at a
location.
restaurant.
Yeah, a restaurant.
Unnamed location.
I remember I was working over at Leewood South in probably the early 2000s. I can't remember.